Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Laura, and today we're diving into a topic that's been coming up a lot in the comments and private messages: how to naturally increase semen volume and improve sexual health. This is a subject that's often surrounded by myths, insecurities, and unrealistic expectations. So let's clear some of that up together. First off, let's get one thing straight. According to a recent survey, over 80% of women reported that semen volume doesn't matter to them at all. So, if this is something you've been stressing over, take a breath. You're not alone. But you're probably being harder on yourself than you need to be. That said, I understand why this matters to many men. For some, it's about confidence. For others, it's connected to fertility goals or general concerns about virility. So, in today's video, I'll be sharing 5 practical, science-backed tips that can help you support healthy semen production and possibly increase volume without falling into the trap of miracle products or internet myths. But before we get to the tips, it's important to understand how semen is actually produced. Your semen is made up of fluids secreted by the prostate, seminal vesicles, testicles, and bulbourethral glands. Each of these plays a role in creating the final ejaculate. The average semen volume per ejaculation ranges from about 1.5 to 5 ml, and that's totally normal. What isn't normal is the comparison many people make to scenes in adult films. You should know that those are often enhanced with visual effects, editing tricks, or even fake substances to exaggerate volume. So, please stop comparing your body to something that isn't real. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get into the first of our 5 practical tips to help you increase your semen volume in a natural, healthy way. All right, let's start with tip number 1. Stay well hydrated. It might sound simple, but drinking enough water throughout the day is one of the easiest and most effective ways to support healthy semen production. Semen is mostly water, so if you're dehydrated, your body simply can't produce as much of it. Think of it like this. You can't expect a river to flow if there's no rain feeding it. A good rule of thumb: check your urine. If it's pale yellow or nearly clear, you're likely drinking enough water. If it's dark yellow, your body is probably asking for more fluids. It's also important to understand what counts against your hydration. Drinks like coffee, soda, and especially alcohol have diuretic effects, meaning they make your body lose water faster. Regularly drinking these without balancing them out with water can lead to mild dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. And when you're dehydrated, the glands responsible for producing your semen, the prostate, seminal vesicles, and others don't function at their best. That can directly impact both the quantity and quality of your ejaculate. So if you're looking for a real natural way to improve semen volume, start with your water intake. Aim for at least 2 to 3 liters a day, depending on your body size and activity level. Your entire body, including your reproductive system, will thank you. Now, moving on to tip number 2. If you smoke, it's time to quit. I know this isn't easy to hear, but smoking has a profound impact on male fertility, and it directly affects semen volume. Studies have consistently shown that tobacco use is linked to lower sperm count, decreased semen volume, and increased DNA fragmentation in sperm cells. In other words, it doesn't just affect how much you produce, it affects the quality of what's being produced. One of the key reasons is something called oxidative stress. Cigarette smoke introduces a large number of toxins into your body, which trigger inflammation and oxidative damage throughout your reproductive system. This weakens the function of your testicles, prostate, and other glands involved in semen production. And it's not just fertility. Smoking is also a major contributor to erectile dysfunction, hormonal imbalance, and long-term damage to blood vessels, all of which can reduce your overall sexual health. But the good news: when you quit smoking, the body begins to recover surprisingly quickly. Semen parameters can improve in just a few months, and your general sexual health may see benefits even sooner. So, if you needed one more reason to put down the cigarette, let this be it. You're not just doing your lungs a favor, You're investing in your reproductive health, your confidence, and your well-being. Tip number 4, strengthen your pelvic floor muscles. And this is one of the most overlooked aspects of male sexual health, but it can make a big difference not just in semen volume, but also in the force and control of ejaculation. Your pelvic floor muscles are a group of muscles located at the base of your pelvis. They help support your bladder, bowel, and yes, your reproductive organs. When these muscles are weak, you might notice a decrease in ejaculatory force or even some dribbling after climax. But when they're strong, they help the seminal vesicles and prostate contract more efficiently, meaning better propulsion and a more complete release of fluid. One of the most effective ways to train these muscles is with Kegel exercises. They're simple, discreet, and you can do them virtually anywhere. To identify the right muscles, try stopping your urine midstream. That squeezing action, that's your pelvic floor. Once you found them, practice contracting and relaxing those muscles in sets throughout the day. Start with 3 sets of 10 repetitions, holding each contraction for about 3 to 5 seconds. As your muscles get stronger, you can gradually increase the whole time and add more reps. And yes, there's actual research showing that consistent pelvic floor training can lead to improvements in erectile function, orgasm intensity, and ejaculatory control. It's not just good for volume, it's good for your overall sexual performance and confidence. And speaking of natural, effective solutions, before we move on to our final tip, let me quickly mention something that's been making a real difference for thousands of men looking to take control of their sexual performance without pills, expensive treatments, or any awkward doctor visits. It's a 100% natural, science-backed remedy that takes just 7 seconds to use at home, and it's designed to support stronger, longer-lasting erections by targeting the real root cause of male performance problems. Something most men have never even heard about. If you want to check it out, just point your phone's camera to the QR code on the screen or tap the pinned comment below this video. I've reviewed it myself, and while it's not a magic cure, the science behind it is solid, and the feedback from men has been incredible. So, if you're serious about naturally boosting not just your semen volume, but also your firmness, stamina, and desire, take a second to explore that option and then come right back. Because our final tip is an important one you won't want to miss. And finally, tip number 5, use supplements or medications only when medically necessary and under professional supervision. Let's be very clear here. There is no magic pill that will safely and reliably increase your semen volume overnight. Many of the products sold online or by street vendors are unregulated, poorly studied, or outright scams. Some may even harm your health in the long run. That said, there are legitimate medical treatments and supplements, but they should only be used if you have a diagnosed deficiency or condition. Take zinc, for example. Zinc is important for testosterone production and sperm health, but unless you've been tested and confirmed to have a deficiency, extra zinc won't do much. In fact, too much can be harmful. The same applies to testosterone replacement therapy. It's only appropriate in cases of diagnosed low testosterone, such as in hypogonadism or andropause. And even then, doctors often prefer to stimulate your body's own testosterone production before considering external hormone replacement. Other hormones, like thyroid medications, are meant exclusively for people with clinical hypothyroidism, not for boosting sexual performance. And medications like cabergoline, which are sometimes used to treat high prolactin levels that suppress testosterone, should only be taken under strict medical guidance after appropriate blood tests. So if you're truly concerned about your hormone levels or nutrient status, don't self-medicate. Get blood work done. Talk to a urologist or an endocrinologist. Your reproductive system is delicate, and it deserves careful science-based care. So there you have it. 5 practical evidence-based tips to help increase semen volume and support your overall sexual health. Let's quickly recap. Stay hydrated, quit smoking, allow your body recovery time between ejaculations, strengthen your pelvic floor, and only consider supplements or medications when medically indicated. None of these are miracle cures, but together they form a powerful, natural foundation for better sexual health and confidence. And remember, you are not defined by numbers in a lab report or unrealistic comparisons to edited content online. Your body is unique and small. Consistent improvements over time can make a big difference, not just in semen volume, but in how you feel about yourself. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new post. We've got lots more grounded, science-backed health content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.